Kozarski. I'm going to read one of my favorite books, Noni Says No. This is about a little girl who has a little bit of trouble standing up for herself and saying this really small word, no. So she's going to take us on a little journey with her, and we're going to see if she eventually can say it. Noni Says No. Noni can do lots and lots of things. She can give her baby brother his bottle. She can tie her own shoelaces. She can walk to her friend Susie's house all by herself. The only thing Noni can't seem to do is say no. Noni can recite the alphabet backwards. She can count to 100 while hopping on one leg. She can help Mama in the kitchen and fold napkins into pretty patterns. But Noni cannot say no. Looks like she's like a little bit sad about that too. When Noni was much younger, she had no trouble saying no. In fact, she almost always said no to her mama. She almost always said no to her papa. And she would have said no to her baby brother too, if he had been born back then. But now, if her friend Susie asks to sleep over, Noni says yes, even though sometimes she wants to say no. If Susie asks to play with Noni's special doll, Noni says yes. If Susie asks to borrow her favorite dress, Noni says yes. Noni absolutely, positively cannot say no. One day, while playing hairdresser, Susie asks Noni if she can cut her hair. She wants to take it all off, except for a tuft at the front, and dye it red. Noni hems and haws. She stutters and stalls. She really, really, really wants to say no, but Noni says yes. I can see on her face she wants to say it. Afterwards, she is very, very sorry. So is her mother. At Susie's house, when Noni asks if she can sleep over, Susie has no trouble saying no. When Noni asks if she can play with Susie's special teddy bear, Susie says no without hesitation. And when Noni asks to be the princess and wear the sparkly tiara, Susie says no again. But when Susie asks to come over the very next day, Noni says yes, even though she wants to say no. On their play date, Susie tears a bunch of pages out of Noni's favorite book. She gives herself the leading role when they perform for Noni's brother, and by royal decree, Noni has to play the dog. And when Susie asks Noni if they can watch the same movie for the 1,000th time, Noni says yes, even though she wants to say no. Okay, I keep thinking she's going to say it. I'm wondering what is it going to take. Finally, Susie goes too far. She asks if she can stay overnight and sleep in Noni's bed while Noni sleeps on the floor. Says Noni. Okay, she says finally. Susie sleeps very well that night. Noni does not. Now, Noni is livid. She is raging mad. She is totally fuming, not to mention very, very tired. Okay? And in third grade, we like to talk about context clues. So if I don't know the word livid, and I might not know this word fuming, I can use the clues on my page and see her face and know what's happening in the story to kind of think that livid, mad, and fuming might all be synonyms. Let's see. I kind of feel bad for her. Let's see what it's going to take. When Susie asks if she can have the last bowl of Noni's absolutely, positively favorite cereal, Noni digs down deep, braces herself, inhales, and gets ready for the confrontation, the showdown, the fight to end all fights. And in her biggest, bravest voice, she finally says it. No! Oh no, I think was her biggest fear as to how Susie was going to react. Let's see. Okay, says Susie. I'll have toast. The end. And I think it's really important to know that just a small little word might be hard for some people to say. And it's really, we can remember Noni if we are ever in that situation or we find ourselves similar to that, and know that that word is okay and you can't always please everyone and constantly do things for others. And you might get a different reaction than you're thinking. Like Susie was just like, okay. And it took a lot for Noni to say that and feel that way. But I think Noni finally did a good job, and I think it'll get easier for Noni each time she feels as though she needs to stand up for herself. So if you ever find yourself in a situation, remember what Noni did and said, and hopefully you can speak up for yourself as well. I hope you enjoyed the story. Bye, everyone.